Humans have always believed that they're free. We wish to clarify that statement. Consciousness is free. The human condition has never believed in freedom. Because you qualify everything that you do. Every decision you make, why are you doing that? Oh, because this. Why are you choosing this? Oh, because it might benefit me or somebody else. Why are you living your life this way? Oh, because other people need me. Why are you choosing to live in this particular way? Oh, because that's just where I am at the moment. There's no freedom in any of that. Now, there's freedom if there's complete acceptance for where you are, and there's a great joy in the knowing that you're in complete acceptance of it. But something very interesting happens when you truly drop into the acceptance of consciousness and the grace that that offers you. Something very curious happens. Let us explain it to you in this way. And we'll say it very simply. The end game is not stillness.
Can you say that again?
The end game is not stillness. The end game is creation and movement. And so what happens invariably is even if you drop into that stillness of acceptance for where you are, yes, I accept. Things might perhaps not be ideal, but I accept where I am. And if you can really drop into the grace of that, there is a stillness there for a while, but then there is a great resurgence of consciousness and something happens and there's creation again. Do you understand? That's why so many humans have understood that if they drop into acceptance within themselves, that things start to move and change. Well, of course, because the stillness is not the final point. The creation that happens afterwards is. Do you understand it?
The stillness is the I don't know.
It is. It's also the, well, this is where I am. But it doesn't end there. That's just the doorway. Do you understand it? And it's very interesting and curious to us, and in some ways slightly puzzling, that for humanity, stillness has become the goal when it is really just the doorway to more. Do you understand? That's why it's so difficult for you to stay in stillness. How many of you were able to stay in stillness for a long time? More than a few weeks. Do you see? And that's not an error on your part. And that's not an inadequacy or an inexperience on your part. If you can't stay in it for long, it's because it's a doorway to a new great creation urge. Do you understand? And sometimes that comes up, particularly within you. Sometimes that comes up with a sense of intolerance. You drop into the stillness, and then you drop further and the intolerance is there. Now that intolerance, it's easy for you to be very self-critical about that, but what's actually happening there is consciousness is rising in that moment and saying, great, let's do some more. This isn't enough. Because why? Because consciousness always wants more. It does within this reality, because that's what consciousness does in third dimensional reality. It creates. It always wants more. It always wants more. It's consciousness is aware of its totality. And there's satisfaction, of course, in that knowing. But the very nature of it is to always do more. Can you understand it? Always. It's only the human mind that says we must get to stillness and then everything will be all right. And then action kicks in. Yes? The irritation rises. The intolerance is there. Consciousness, because you open the door of stillness and now consciousness wants to express itself through you, of you, and as you to go and do something else. Yes? So be very clear that stillness is not the end point for you. It is a wonderful, wonderful experience that leads you to more. And when you reach that more, it's all about what am I going